World records are often the stuff of great spectacle, the fastest, the strongest, the tallest. But sometimes they take a completely unusual turn. Between a giant house of cards, a hopscotch marathon and a world tie champion, some performances leave more questions than answers. Today, we dive into 10 completely what the world records. A simple house of cards is enough of a challenge, but Brian Berg is playing in another dimension. In just 8 hours, he patiently stacked cards to build a 54-story structure. Yes, you heard him right, 54 floors. A feat that has earned him a Guinness World Record. And it's no mean feat. Since 1992, this passionate architect has been building veritable masterpieces in cardboard, from gigantic mansions to impressive palaces. In other words, he's the undisputed king of card castles, with several records to his name. Throwing a rain boot, why not? But almost 1,000 people doing it at the same time? That's exactly what happened on September 20, 2023, at the National Ploughing Championships in Ireland, County Louth. The aim? To set the record for the largest number of people simultaneously throwing Wellington rain boots. An impressive crowd gathered to send their wellies waltzing through the air, in an atmosphere as absurd as it was festive. Sending a pebble ricocheting off the water is a classic pastime, but 88 ricochets in a row is quite a feat. Kurt Steiner, aka Mountain Man, set the record in 2013. Former title holder from 2002 to 2007, he never gave up and trained hard to reclaim his throne. In the end, it was on the calm waters of Red Bridge, Pennsylvania, that he inscribed his name in the Guinness Book, a record that remains unsurpassed to this day. The most absurd records are often the tastiest. Proof of this comes from Doritos, who took on a completely melted challenge to make the longest string of cheese without breaking it. Mission accomplished, with a giant tortilla dipped in 120 kilos of cheddar and mozzarella, forming a 15-meter cheese thread. All this above a 4.2 meters plate of dummy nachos, a record validated by the World Talent Organization, and probably by all fans of melted cheese. If you think you're quick at assembling a Mr. Potato Head, forget it right now. On August 9, 2022, Malaysian Lim Kai Yi set a new record by assembling the famous figurine in 5.43 seconds. But it was only a formality for this speed freak, who holds no fewer than 39 assembly records on different objects. Do you like piñatas? Wait until you see this one. In 2008, in Philadelphia, a gigantic 19-meter high structure was designed to set the record for the world's largest piñata, by volume. And it wasn't just for decoration, it contained 3,600 kilos of candy. Enough to make dentists panic, but also to help a good cause, since the sale of the sweets raised funds for NGOs. In 2008, Monopoly thought big, very big. 2,918 players in 21 locations around the world took part in the largest game ever organized. At this level, the start box must have been bigger than the board itself. But that's nothing compared to the record for the longest game, which stretched over 1,680 hours, or 80 days. We don't know if the players survived so many hotels on the Rue de la Paix, but our hats are off to them. When they say you never know which tie to choose, David Aparecido dos Santos Araujo decided to wear them all. 330 ties at the same time, a world record achieved on February 9, 2023, during a shoot for English magazine Dazed. The result? A unique look, and probably a stiff neck. Hopscotch is fun, but 7 kilometers of hopscotch is a marathon. This record-breaking course, set on a Colorado road, comprises 21,871 squares, and takes around 2 hours to complete. It's enough to give you concrete calves, and a hell of a dizzy spell from all the jumping. If the Guinness Book had a boss, it would be Ashrita Furman. Since 1979, this American has smashed over 350 records, and still holds 174 today. His secret? Accepting all challenges, even the most absurd. The greatest distance covered in a jumping ball, the number of olives eaten in 1 minute, balancing a bicycle on his chin. He even invented gluggling, a juggling discipline, underwater. In short, a real collector of records, except when they are deemed dangerous or unethical. And now we've seen 10 records that are as crazy as they are pointless. But you've got to admit, it's impressive all the same. From absurd feats to totally improbable challenges, there's something to marvel at on every page of the Guinness Book. What record would you like to attempt? Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, take care and see you soon for another dose of curiosity.